The hell? What the hell's going on? Just sitting by the fire. I don't know if anybody's going to see this. But I figured, why not? I'll just put it on. Perfect night for a fire. And we'll smoke. Come on. Hey, Arms. How you doing? Just sitting by the fire with a little pipe smoking. Big Bones. How you doing? No clue why it said that, Big Bones. I just decided to do a live at the spare of the moment. I didn't plan it at all. I'm just sitting out by my fire pit just to see who would jump on. I don't have anything to say. Just thought I would see what happens. It's a beautiful night out here. Nice and cool. A little bit too windy, though. The fire is blowing all over the place, which is kind of annoying. But other than that, yeah, there's a little nip in the air. But it's perfect to sit by the fire, though. I just wish the wind wasn't blowing in all different directions all the time. So what's going on? What are you guys doing? Anything? Look at the length of that pipe. It's pretty cool, huh? Pretty long. Too cold for you? Yeah, the wind makes it a little bit too cool. Having a little bourbon, little old fashioned. Can't beat that. I didn't have any oranges, unfortunately, but I figured why not? Oh, yeah, head colds suck, Big Bones. I know. That's awful. You can't do anything fun when you have one of those. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Picking up family kind of puts a damper on things. Arms. Usually I am running around. I can't really do anything either because I'm usually running around and picking my son up from someplace, but he's home tonight. So I figured let's just sit back and have a drink for once and sit by the fire. Yeah, I'm pretty boring. When I'm not tasting a wine, I'm pretty boring. I don't really have much to say or discuss. So, I don't know if anybody saw the news show today. I thought it was pretty good. I think you guys were there, actually. The flavor of the pipe, it's an interesting blend. It's kind of, it doesn't have a designated flavor. It's like a combination of flavors that this guy put together. A friend of mine gave it to me. But I think vanilla is the dominant flavor. That's what I'm tasting in it. But there's some other flavors in it as well. It's an interesting little mix. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, my 17-year-old drives too. My 16-year-old doesn't, obviously. So he's home. My 17-year-old's out driving someplace, hanging out with his friends, and he's here. He was here for a second. He ran inside. He said it was too cold out here. And that's probably because you're wearing shorts and a t-shirt. You know, you might want to put something on. It won't be so cold. Yeah, I don't know, Big Bones. I don't get what's going on there. I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Ralph came in angry. You know, I mean, when we talk about, we bust on each other all the time. You know, I don't. So it's hard to understand when somebody gets mad because we're always busting on each other. But sometimes, I guess, people get too much of it, and but I didn't think you said anything wrong there. He's just making a joke like we normally do. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's just a quiet Friday around here, which I'm not complaining about. I was dialed into Boss Ladybird before for a little bit. Said hi there, and that's all that I saw. But it was really going on. Oh, Mikey was on before. I stopped in to say hi to Mikey, and that's about it. I think I didn't see anybody else on. Well, Fridays are usually quiet. Usually not a lot of people on Friday nights. People have lives. People are doing things. Yeah, Big Bones. I agree with you. You know, a lot of the pipe flavors are really nice, and a lot of people smoke cigars, obviously, and I do from time to time. But to me, the pipe is better. The pipe is smoother, less harsh. You know, you smoke a cigar, you're going to taste it the next morning. That won't be the case with the pipe. You know, the pipe is a lot milder. So I prefer the pipe over cigars. You know, in the summer when everybody's passing around cigars, absolutely I will smoke a cigar. But during the winter and the fall and spring, I'm always with my pipe if I get a chance to do a little smoke. And the flavors, like you said, are interesting because guys put these different blends together, and it's really a nice experience to taste them. This fire is, I think this fire is dying down already, man. I didn't get enough wood for this fire. All right, guys. Hey, Adam. How are you? Nice to see you. No planned topic or anything. I just decided I was going to go live while I'm sitting by the fire in my yard and smoking a pipe and having a little old fashioned. Yeah, right. Yep, big bones. Yep. You know, a lot of times now you get everything on auction, right? A lot of my friends go to these auction sites and buy cigars and pipe tobacco and everything, and you get it a lot cheaper than you would in the store. So that makes it a lot easier to do these days. And I got some good cigars off of that cigar.com, I think it was. Cigarbid.com, that's what it is. I got some good Gurkhas there. Some, what did I get there? I got a Romeo and Juliet's, I think. Cohibas. Got some good ones there for a decent price, too. They have huge lots. And a lot of times they don't have enough people bidding on the lots. So you get the lots cheaper. You get the, whatever you're buying cheaper than you would normally. I don't know, Adam, what you're doing. Are you working tonight? I know you work a lot of, with your driving business. I know you work a lot at night sometimes. Or I think you did. I think you said that. Well, 7 people just hanging out here. Home tonight. Yeah. Okay, good. That's good. That's good to hear. I'm going to, hold on. What am I going to do here? I'm going to put you down for a second. Because I got to get some more wood. All right. Let's see. This is going to work. Let's see. Be right back. Just got to get some more wood. Yeah, thanks, Adam. Yeah. Nothing real big secret to this fire pit. I just bought some pavers. We call them and piled them around in a circle. And it's been good enough, no formal thing or anything. Hi, Gina. Yeah, things are quiet here. Just hanging out. Pretty quiet. I'm not hearing any of my fox friends tonight yelping like I normally do. So they must be okay. They must be having a good time. It's nice and cool. It was warmer today. I would say 70, like 70s, low 70s. But it cooled off nicely. So it's nice to have a fire. Oh yeah, Adam, absolutely, right? It's always it's always nice to have a conversation around the fire. Yeah, Gina, they make like a scary. If you don't know what that sound is, it can really stir you and creep you out. Because I remember, about 20 years ago, or whenever it was, 23 years ago when I moved here, I heard that through the night at night, and I was like, "What on earth is making that noise?" It's so bizarre. It's kind of like a bark, but it's not a bark, and it's really creepy. But thank you guys for stopping in, saying hi. Appreciate it. Just bored doing nothing tonight. My sons have a lacrosse game tomorrow morning, so I'll be getting up early to go down to the field, and hopefully we'll get a win. I've never, Big Bones. I never have. That's yeah. I gotta look that up. See if I could pull that up online. I'm sure I can somewhere. Yeah, spine chilling. Absolutely. I remember, and it's funny because I remember speaking of the fox cry, which now I'm used to. It's no big deal, obviously. But when we first moved here, we went to a Halloween party, and it was out in someone's backyard, and they lived in a really rural part where there was nothing, just their house, right? And we're sitting by the fire, and we're hearing that screech, and I'm like, "What on earth is that?" I mean, like, is that a demon? What is that? Yeah, arms a screech owl. Definitely. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We have. I think our game is at 11, but the parents are going down earlier to kind of do a little tailgate. Not with booze, obviously, but like a breakfast tailgate. One of the parents is a big griller, and he brings his portable grill, and he'll grill up bacon and Taylor ham and eggs and make sandwiches. It's really cool. The Jersey Devil, yeah, right, Big Bones. The Jersey Devil, yep. Yeah, right, Gina. In Belleville, we had no idea what a fox ever sounded like in Belleville. Never heard that before. And it's funny because my parents had a vacation house in Pennsylvania, in the mountains there, in the Poconos. And when I was, I guess I was like 13 or 14 when they got it, and I was up there plenty of times, and I never heard that before. Like there was never a fox anywhere around that made that type of sound. We used to hear owls, we used to hear other things, and there used to be bear around a lot, but I never heard that fox screech until I came here. Just really scary at first. Yeah, arms. Yeah, I know. I remember those days with batting practice. Yeah. Well, look, you're a good. You're a good dad. You're giving your son that batting practice, which is awesome. I remember running a team when my guys were little, and I think they played baseball up until like fourth grade, and then they moved over completely to lacrosse. They used to do both, and I used to coach the baseball teams, and it was and I used to set up these. It was like a circuit, a batting circuit. I had um, everybody would do the toss. We'd have somebody doing the toss, pitch, the toss, warm up, and then I had something called the Hurricane, which is like a batting. It's like a self batting machine, which was pretty cool. I still have it in my shed. But I don't know if you remember when we were kids, or when I was a kid, at least there was something called the Johnny Bench batter upper. And this is kind of that similar thing. It's a ball on a stick that swings around, and it gives the kids good eye contact. Hey, Thingdu, what's happening, buddy? Thank you for stopping by. I just did a random fire live. Since I'm sitting out by my fire by myself, I figured I'll go live and see if anyone wants to join and chat a little bit. And I was talking to Arms about his baseball activities, which he has tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's an interesting phenomenon, Big Bones, the way the wildlife goes towards the cities. And it didn't happen when I was a kid. It really didn't. Hey, Chris, thank you for joining. Yeah, Arms, I remember that's the stick that you manually hold. I remember that. You hold the stick with the ball on the end of it. Yep. All for eye contact. Well, that's all good stuff for eye contact. What am I doing, Todd Father? I'm just sitting here drinking bourbon and smoking a pipe and sitting by my fire. What are you doing? I saw your Bud Light there that you set out. Yeah, no wine tonight, though. No wine for me tonight. I didn't open a bottle. And Thursday's bottle is still frozen. I didn't defrost it. What was left of Thursday's Merlot, which was kind of like halfway there, not the greatest, not the worst, but I didn't defrost it, so it's still frozen. I don't know what you guys are doing. I know, yeah, Top Father, you opened a beer. Good for you. You deserve it after a long week. I'll tell you, these old fashions are really nice. You make an old fashioned, you sit there, the sweetness of it. It's like an after dessert type of thing for me. I mean, after dinner. I'm sorry. It's like a dessert type of thing after dinner because it's sweet and it really smooths out the bourbon a little bit. So if you get a harsh bourbon, it's easy and you just keep drinking it. The playlist. Yeah, you got to get that playlist ready. What do you got? A Sweet 16 or something like that tomorrow, or something? Something. Not a major one. Not a major one tomorrow. I think you said. WWE, Adam. Yeah, you still watch that? I haven't watched that in many years. Is it any good? I haven't. I really have not watched that in so many years. Even even my kids never really got into it, which is interesting because I grew up with it. Like that was like the big thing. Everyone I knew used to watch it. We used to go to either the Garden or the Meadowlands for those events. They used to have them every month, and we used to go to them every month. Gina, an old fashioned. Oh, father daughter dance. Okay, Gina, an old fashioned is bourbon, bitters, simple syrup, and an orange usually, and you mix it all together. There's certain percentages of each, and it's a nice sweet drink. It really goes down. It goes down really easily. It's kind of dangerous that way because it's not harsh at all, and you can lose it if you're not paying attention. You might just keep drinking it. Chris Toro, WWF is what? I don't know. Is the what? I don't know. I know what you were saying there. The wind just changed direction. Woo! I gotta move. WWF, yeah. Well, WWE now, I guess, right? That's what it's called now. Every Saturday morning. Yes, exactly. Every Saturday morning at like 11 o'clock, I used to be on. I remember that. 11 a.m. They used to come up. Used to be on. I think it was 11 a.m. every Saturday morning. Hey, Chris Trock. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Yeah, just a simple fire. I was just chilling by the fire tonight. Nothing really content wise. Just thought I'd go live and see if anybody is interested in joining. The s'mores? Yeah, no s'mores. I don't have any marshmallows or Hershey's around here, unfortunately. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Yes. Andre. Yes. Yep. Paul Orndorff. Yeah. No, Gene, I think he's hosting one, like he's for his business. He's providing the entertainment for a father-daughter dance. For his DJing business, through his DJing business. Stiggs is on his way with s'mores. Yeah, well, he's welcome. If he wants to come by with s'mores, I'm here. He's always welcome here. Oh, Ric Flair's door. Yeah, I heard about that, Adam. Yeah, that's interesting. I love Ric Flair. Such an entertaining guy. I mean, I still watch the old clips. They're so fun. They're so much fun to watch. Hey, Don. How you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping in. Is Stiggs here? I don't even see him in here. I don't see Stiggs in here. Chris is talking to Stiggs, but I don't see him. Stiggs is out doing his, his YouTube is secondary on Friday nights. So he's not, he won't be around. He's doing his bar hopping or whatever he's doing tonight, or hanging out with his lady. I don't know. What's for dinner? I had dinner. I just had pizza for dinner. Nothing great. Nothing unusual or great today. Just we didn't feel like cooking, so we just ordered pizza. Went and got it. Carousing, yes, Big Bones, carousing. This wind doesn't stop changing on me constantly. It's so annoying. Yeah, no wine tonight, buddy. No, I just I was having one of those old fashions that I was talking about yesterday. Hey, Tough Father, why don't you come over here and make me a pizza? Come on, you can drive down here. It's only take you 8 hours to get here. Hey, Nick, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Stiggs, don't you worry, it's secondary. Of course it is. Of course it's secondary. You know, he's the king of secondary. Too funny. I'm hearing those tree frogs. You know, that's interesting. I'm hearing them, even though it's kind of chilly. I'm still hearing a peeper here and there. You know, those little frogs in the spring that you hear, the peepers, they call them. I'm hearing them in the trees. But there's some of them right there. I don't know if you could hear that, but yeah, I just heard some. Hi, Laura. How are you doing? Can you leave the wine out in a glass too long after you pour it with an aerator? Um, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think what you mean by that. I mean, you never, if you pour it into a glass, you're not going to keep it long enough without drinking it. I wouldn't think. I mean, you're not going to leave it overnight in a glass. That's where you're going to have a problem. But once you aerate it and put it in a glass, you know, you could drink it the rest of the night. You're not going to have a problem with it. It's not going to go bad within a few hours. Laura, what is going on with these devils? I'm very disappointed. You know, they have to go to the garden and they have to go into that hostile territory. 2 games down. It's not looking good. I'm not happy at all. Breathe too long. Well, yeah, I mean, not for you to drink it that night, that day. Absolutely not. Breathing too long is not an issue. I would say no to that. The whole bottle, yes. You leave the whole bottle open without sealing it again. That's, and it really depends on the type of wine, but most of them will start to go bad. Within 6 or 7 hours, the bottle is going to start to turn. Because I can't even have. At least maybe it's just my palate, but I've been drinking the bottle overnight. I can't even drink the next day. It's just like I don't get it all. So I have to freeze it to get it past. I open it. They are. They're in trouble. I know. No, it's not looking good. To the friggin' Rangers, no less. I can't stand the Rangers fans. The Rangers fans are the worst. They're obnoxious. They come to the all the time, which is where the devil, and they act like complete jackasses. So it's painful. Let's see. Did I put all this? Let's put another piece of wood on there. Yeah, I think I'm getting that message that it's not so good. I think it's the Wi-Fi is not, the Wi-Fi extender is not doing so well. It is kind of in the. Yeah, it looks like I'm starting to lose the signal here. All right, guys. Well, I'm just going to sign off, and I thank you all for just stopping by and saying hi for a little bit. I'm going to sign off because it's not worth it if it's going to keep going in and out like this. So I hope everyone has a good night and a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.